Hey, this is Mike Mitchell with Progressive Church Media, and in this quick tutorial, I'm going to talk about how your church can take advantage of what seems to be the craze everywhere these days, Pokemon Go. And if you aren't familiar with this game, you've probably been either out of the country or living under a rock because lots and lots of people are playing it. I guarantee if you've got youth or young adults in your church, they know exactly what this is. And so that my first tip is if this means nothing to you, go ask them. Now, at first glance, you may think, well, gosh, what does a game like Pokemon have to do with the church? But it turns out actually you can do a lot with this. And in particular, I think use this as a way to really get your youth and young adults excited about something that, trust me, they are very definitely into. So I'm going to kind of walk you through what my church at Virginia Highland Church in Atlanta is done, and feel free to kind of copy this and use this at your own church. So here we go. So step one is going to be simply you need to find out whether your church, your physical location, is what is called a Pokestop. Now, that may not mean anything to you. It probably doesn't. Maybe it does. But again, my advice is going to be ask the kids, ask the young adults in your congregation. They will know this, and for those that are playing the game, they will immediately be able to tell you. If you are, and they tell you, yes, you are, great. Then you're already a step ahead of the game. If for some reason they say, no, your church is not, a lot of churches seem to be, by the way, so I'd say you've got at least 50-50 odds, then you're not out of luck. There is a way that you can put in a formal request for your church to become one of these stops. And if you will go to this web address, it's right up here. I tried to circle it for you. I'll leave this up on the screen for just a few moments. I'll also add it in to the text that accompanies this tutorial. So you can get this. You just simply go to this site, fill out this form, and request that your physical location be designated as a stop within the game. Now, why is that important? Because that's where the people who play this game go to in order to collect the Pokemon that they find there. So if at all possible, you want your church to become a stop. And so again, you may already be, you may not, but if you're not, then this is how you do that. Now, once you have done that and either found out that yes, you are a stop, or you've put in the request to become one, and that has been done, then the next thing you want to do is you just want to promote the fact that you and your church are connected to the game. That alone will get a lot of folks, at least give them a good chuckle. But again, people will actually want to come to your church because they know if they do, they're going to find the Pokemon that they collect in the game. So here's how we did it at Virginia Highland Church. We did a couple of things. First of all, on our church website, which you can see up toward the top of the screen there, if you go to vhchurch.org, that is our website, we kind of have a running slideshow at the very top. And so what we did is one of the slides was we just made sure that people knew that our church was in fact a Pokestop. So once you become one or once you discover you're one, use your website or use Facebook to promote that fact. People will want to know. We actually did a combination. So we put this on our website so that visitors who might come to our website would find out about this. But then we also used Facebook, but we did some kind of clever things that I want to show you. First of all, whenever we discovered that our church was a stop, very soon after that, this happened. A Pidgey, which is one of the things you're trying to collect in the game, a Pidgey was actually found on the pulpit in our sanctuary. There's a photo of it. And, obviously there's kind of some humor behind this. And so we posted this on Facebook. And you can see some of the comments. People started to, get a chuckle out of this. So it just kind of showed that, we know what's going on and that we're part of the game. Now, part of what we do a lot is we will do these hashtags. So we came up, since the Pidgey was found on the pulpit, we came up with the hashtag Pidgey in the pulpit. And again, try to get people, as they posted this on social media, to use that hashtag. A lot of members of the church posted this on their own Facebook timelines as just a way to kind of show something humorous that was going on at the church. So once you discover whether or not you are a Pokestop, have people who play the game look around your building, look around your facility, look around your location, and see if you can get them to get some of these kinds of photos so that you can use them. Again, people will just have some fun with it, and that's really the goal of this. But then we decided to take a step further. If you are a stop in the game, then you can use what is called a module, a lure module. And essentially what a lure module is, as the name kind of implies, it will lure other Pokemon characters to your location. And so, think about it. If you're into hunting, you're going to go where the most things are. And so that's the idea. You can either purchase a lure in the game itself, or if you play, as you go up levels, that becomes one of your rewards. You can actually get a lure that way. The cool thing about using a lure module in the game is that not only can you benefit from it in terms of finding these Pokemon, but other players of the game can also benefit from your lure. So it's kind of a good thing to do. So that's what we did. And wouldn't you know it, as you can see, this is the Facebook posting that we did. We decided to time the lure so that the lure was active right before 11 o'clock on Sunday morning. Well, gosh, that happens to be when our church service started. A lure module is only activated in the game for 30 minutes. So you can see here, we said, hey, we're going to activate our lure from 10:15 to 10:45. So you can come find all the Pokemon that you can. But gosh, you're going to be at the church and our worship starts at 11. So, hey, you might as well stick around and enjoy the service. So just to kind of show you from a player perspective what people would see, this is what it looks like kind of within the game. You're actually in this kind of virtual reality environment. And if someone has activated and installed one of these modules, I'm going to circle it here for you. You can see there's a lot of activity there. So that's where people who are playing the game are going to go. You may have seen, video or photos on TV or social media where swarms of users kind of swarm a place. That's what these modules do. And so here again is just another, as we got closer to the module time. Here's another post that we put on Facebook, again, just to activate and let people know that, hey, the module is active. Come and catch as many as you can. So again, the idea of this is just to kind of show that your church is aware, let some people have some fun with it. I guarantee, if nothing else, again, the kids and the young adults in your congregation, they will totally get this and get into it. So again, let me wrap up just by reviewing everything. If you want to try to get in on all of the buzz around this game, here's an approach you can take. Find out if your church is one of these stops. Okay, again, that's really key. If it's not, I showed you how to request to become one. Once that is done, and once you are, tell people. Again, we did it through Facebook, through Twitter, through the website. You want to tell people, consider using one of those lure modules, and again, time it so it's most effective. Maybe you time it so the module is active right before choir practice. I don't know. And again, the big thing, again, I'd say is make sure you use this as a way to involve your youth and the young adults. They totally get it. They're probably playing this game anyway. So leverage it and use it to the advantage of your ministry. I hope this helps. And if any of you use any of this, I would love to get the feedback and let me know what happened and some other creative ideas maybe that you thought of.